What do you suppose is the stark reality hidden behind the glossy facade of the porn industry? Let's begin by painting a picture. Imagine an industry that's often seen as glamorous and liberating, an industry that is, in reality, far from it. We're talking about the porn industry. It's an industry that's been normalized to the point where its prevalence is staggering and its influence on society is far-reaching. Yet, behind this facade lies a grim reality, a reality that is often swept under the rug. So, what's the real story? The porn industry, at its core, is an industry built on exploitation and illusion. It's an industry that promotes unrealistic expectations and unhealthy views on sex, leading to a myriad of societal issues. But the impact doesn't stop there. It's also been linked to serious mental health issues, destructive to relationships, and a gateway to addiction. Now, let's talk numbers. The porn industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry with millions of videos being watched every single day. It's so pervasive that it's become a part of our everyday lives, influencing our views on sex, our relationships, and even our self-worth. But here's the thing, it's not real, it's an illusion, a carefully crafted fantasy designed to lure you in and keep you hooked. But what about the people behind the scenes, the ones who are part of this illusion? Well, their stories paint an even darker picture. Stories of manipulation, abuse, and exploitation. Stories of people driven to the brink of despair, with many tragically taking their own lives. These are the stories that the industry doesn't want you to hear, the stories that shatter the illusion. So as we embark on this journey, we aim to pull back the curtains and expose the truth. We'll delve into the harsh realities of the porn industry, unmasking the illusion and revealing the industry for what it truly is. Diving into the testimonies of those who have been there and escaped, we'll uncover the truth. A multitude of voices silenced by the industry now resurface to share their chilling stories. In the shadows of the adult film industry, countless individuals endure unimaginable hardships, their voices often drowned out by the blaring music of profit and exploitation. Their stories, once concealed, are now brought to light, revealing a world that's far from the glitz and glamour it pretends to be. Let's dive into the narratives of ex-porn stars, the unseen victims of this facade. Their experiences, marked by manipulation, abuse, and a constant struggle for identity, paint a stark picture of the industry's grim reality. First, we hear from Jane, who was lured into the industry with promises of fame and fortune. The reality, however, was a world where human dignity was traded for a few dollars. Her testimony reveals an industry that thrives on the exploitation of the vulnerable, where consent is often blurred and disregarded. Next, we have the harrowing story of John, who was pushed to the brink of his mental health, suffering from depression, anxiety, and an overwhelming sense of worthlessness. The industry, he says, has a way of making you feel like a mere commodity, stripping away your humanity. And then there's the chilling account of Lisa, who talks about the industry's rampant abuse, both physical and emotional. The scars, she says, run deeper than what's seen on the surface. The industry's toll isn't just emotional, it's also lethal. An alarming number of individuals associated with the industry have ended their lives, unable to bear the weight of their experiences. These tragic losses are a stark reminder of the industry's dark underbelly, where human lives are often forgotten in the pursuit of profits. These testimonies, while distressing, are crucial in unmasking the industry's true face. They serve as a wake-up call, urging us to question the societal norms that allow such exploitation to persist. These stories, though horrifying, are just a glimpse into the industry's dark abyss. Beyond the visible scars, the unseen damage runs deeper and darker. As we delve into the mental health implications of the porn industry, we uncover a world rife with depression, anxiety, and self-esteem issues. For many involved in the industry, their experiences can lead to a downward spiral into mental health disorders. The constant pressure to maintain a certain image, the objectification and the lack of respect, can spark feelings of worthlessness and despair. This emotional turmoil often manifests as chronic depression, anxiety disorders, and in some tragic cases, even suicide. But the impact doesn't stop with those directly involved. The industry's propagation of unrealistic expectations also casts a shadow over its viewers. It perpetuates a distorted image of beauty and sexual performance, leading to feelings of inadequacy and insecurity among viewers. These unrealistic standards can lead to a skewed self-perception and a crippling fear of not being enough. This industry's influence also extends into our personal relationships. It fosters unhealthy attitudes towards intimacy, causing a disconnect between reality and fantasy. This can strain relationships, causing emotional distress and further exacerbating mental health issues. The ripple effects of these distorted realities are far-reaching, infiltrating our relationships, our self-perception, and our mental health. The consequences are not just personal, they're societal. By understanding the mental health implications, we can start to challenge the industry's harmful narratives and work towards a healthier perspective on intimacy and self-worth. As the industry thrives, society becomes the collateral damage. The porn industry's influence is not confined within the boundaries of a screen. It seeps into our daily lives, shaping our perceptions and expectations about sex in ways that can be harmful and unrealistic. Take, for instance, the perception of bodies within the industry. Portrayals are often limited to a rare upper percentile, encouraging men and women alike to feel insecure about their own bodies. This skewed representation fosters a culture of comparison and dissatisfaction, leading many to believe that they must look a certain way to be desirable. Moreover, the industry's portrayal of sex is often devoid of emotion and intimacy, shifting focus towards physicality and performance. This can lead to a distorted view of what healthy sexual relationships should be like, causing strain in real-life relationships and marriages. The industry's ripple effects extend even further. It contributes to the perpetuation of human trafficking and child exploitation as the demand for new and explicit content continues to grow. These are not mere side effects, but integral parts of an industry built on exploitation and harm. It is crucial to remember that the images and scenarios portrayed in porn are not reality. They are staged performances designed to entertain and not educate. The industry's fallout extends far beyond the individual, seeping into the very fabric of our society. There's a way out of the darkness. It's not easy, but it's possible. This is a truth that many have embraced, successfully breaking free from the chains of porn addiction. The first step is acknowledging the problem. It's not uncommon for individuals to downplay the gravity of their addiction, but it's essential to confront the reality. Recognizing that porn has become a destructive force in your life is the first major stride towards recovery. The second step is seeking help. It's crucial to understand that addiction is not a sign of weakness, and seeking help is not an admission of defeat. Rather, it's a brave step towards reclaiming control. There are numerous resources available, from therapists and support groups to online forums and helplines. These resources provide guidance, encouragement, and a sense of community, reminding you that you're not alone in your journey. The third step is setting realistic goals. Quitting cold turkey may work for some, but for others, gradual steps may be more effective. Some have found success in setting short-term goals, such as going one day without porn, then stretching it to 2 days, a week, a month, and so on. The fourth step is finding healthy distractions. Engaging in physical activities, pursuing hobbies, or spending time with loved ones can shift your focus from the addiction. These activities not only distract from cravings, but also foster a sense of accomplishment and self-worth. The fifth step is practicing self-compassion. Relapses can happen, and they can be disheartening. But it's important to remember that progress isn't linear. Be gentle with yourself, acknowledging your efforts and celebrating your victories, no matter how small they may seem. Let's look to those who have successfully broken free from porn addiction. They serve as living proof that it's possible to regain control, rebuild relationships, and rediscover self-confidence. Their stories are a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, offering hope and inspiration to those still struggling. Breaking free from porn addiction isn't just about quitting a habit. It's about reclaiming your life, your relationships, and your true self.